Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news now. If you've been paying attention to the NFL buzz lately, you've probably heard some whispers coming out of the league that could shake up the AFC East in a way that no one saw coming. The chatter is swirling around the Dallas Cowboys potentially shopping CeeDee Lamb, one of their brightest stars, and the Buffalo Bills being front and center in these trade rumors. Yes, you heard that right. The Bills, who have been looking to punch through the postseason and make a real push for Super Bowl glory, might be about to make one of the most aggressive moves in recent franchise history, all centered around acquiring Lamb. This isn't just idle speculation either. Sources close to NFL.com are hinting that the Cowboys are open to trading Lamb in exchange for a first-round pick in the 2027 NFL Draft, plus a young wide receiver from Buffalo's roster. The idea is that Dallas wants to focus on a rebuild, especially with Dak Prescott's contract and their cap situation, which is tight but manageable if they make some bold moves now. The Cowboys are sitting on roughly $23 million in cap space, but they need to address their offensive line and extend key players like Micah Parsons. Dallas's focus has been on trying to revive their attack, which has been stagnating at about 22 points per game. They believe that trading Lamb could free up some cap room, around $32 million once they clear out some space, and give them some valuable draft assets. But let's be real, trading Lamb is a gamble. He's a game changer, a true deep threat, and a player who can turn games around with his YAC, yards after catch, ability. Lamb, at just 26 years old, is a dynamic receiver who's been a cornerstone for the Cowboys since he was drafted. Over his 6-year career, he's amassed over 565 receptions for 366 yards and 38 touchdowns. He's a Pro Bowler 4 times, and in the last couple of seasons, he's been putting up some serious numbers: 101 catches, nearly 200 yards and 6 touchdowns in 2025 and 2026 combined, despite missing some time with injuries. His ability to create separation, combined with his explosiveness after the catch, makes him one of the most dangerous weapons in the league. Now, why would the Bills be so interested in Lamb? Well, for starters, Buffalo's offense has been good but not great. They're looking for that extra spark, especially after some inconsistencies and injuries. Stefon Diggs is a star, no doubt, but the Bills need more firepower to elevate their aerial attack. Lamb's ability to turn short passes into big gains, his YAC is among the best in the league, could be exactly what Buffalo needs to take their offense to the next level. Plus, with Cole Beasley's questions about his health and other depth concerns, bringing in a player like Lamb could diversify their offensive options and create mismatches all over the field. Statistically, Lamb is a proven producer. His 2024 season was outstanding: 135 catches for 749 yards and 12 touchdowns, with a PFF grade of 92.5, which is elite. His contested catch percentage surpasses many top receivers, and he's got a career-long touchdown of 65 yards. His yards per reception sit comfortably around 13, which means he's not just a slot receiver but a true downfield threat. His 2025-26 stats show consistency and growth, and his EPA per target of 0.35 indicates he's efficient and impactful when targeted. But beyond the numbers, what makes Lamb such a perfect fit for the Bills? It's his ability to create mismatches against defenses, especially in a scheme that can put him in motion or line him up in different spots. Imagine him working alongside Stefon Diggs, both of them creating headaches for defenses, and Gabe Davis stretching the field. The Bills have been emphasizing their passing game more and more, and Lamb's addition could give them an extra gear, especially in crucial moments. His presence alone could elevate the whole offense, forcing defenses to account for another top-tier threat. On the flip side, you have to consider the risks. Dallas's defense has been allowing around 24 points per game, so they're not exactly an elite unit, and their focus seems to be on resetting their roster with younger players and draft assets. They're also trying to keep their core intact, but trading Lamb for a first-round pick and a young receiver could be a strategic move to build for the future, especially if they're eyeing a rebuild and trying to maximize draft capital. For the Bills, this isn't just about swapping players, it's about making a statement. They've been knocking on the door for a while now, and upgrading their offense with a player like Lamb could be the move that finally pushes them over the top. Imagine the impact. Projections say they could add over 200 yards to their aerial attack, boosting their EPA per pass by about 20%. That kind of upgrade can turn close games into blowouts, and blowouts into playoff wins. The Bills' offense, which already features a talented quarterback like Josh Allen, would become even more lethal with Lamb's ability to make contested catches and rack up YAC in key moments. Looking at the bigger picture, the Super Bowl odds would also shift significantly. Currently, Buffalo's chances are around +1,800 to win Super Bowl LX, but with Lamb in the fold, that number could drop to +650, making them a serious contender. Their AFC odds could improve from +900 to +300, especially if Lamb helps them dominate the Dolphins and other AFC rivals. His presence would serve as a real X-factor in big games, and his ability to produce big plays, an area where the Bills have sometimes struggled, could be the difference in close playoff battles. It's also worth noting that Lamb's addition would echo the Bills' recent history of aggressive moves for star players. The Diggs trade, for instance, proved how impactful acquiring a true game-changer can be. Now, bringing in Lamb might be the next chapter in Buffalo's quest for eternal glory on Lake Erie. His style of play, his explosiveness, and his ability to elevate an offense are exactly what the Bills need to make a deep playoff run and perhaps finally get to that elusive Super Bowl. But let's not forget the complexities involved. The Cowboys aren't just giving Lamb away for chump change. They're looking for a first-round pick in 2027 and a young receiver, which means Buffalo would have to part with some valuable assets and show they're serious about making a championship push. The trade would also be a statement about the Bills' confidence in their current roster and their willingness to take risks to reach the ultimate goal. In conclusion, this potential trade scenario isn't just a rumor. It's a strategic move that could reshape the AFC landscape. If Buffalo pulls it off, they're not just adding a star wide receiver. They're sending a message to the league that they're all in on winning now. Lamb's impact could be transformative, turning the Bills' offense into one of the most explosive units in the NFL, and finally giving Josh Allen the weapon he needs to dominate defenses and lead Buffalo to Super Bowl glory. So, Bills fans, get ready. Because if this deal happens, we're about to witness one of the most exciting and game-changing offseason moves in recent franchise history. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. This could be the move that cements Buffalo's place at the top of the AFC for years to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Buffalo Bills news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you think the Bills should go all in and trade for CeeDee Lamb? Would you give up draft picks and a young receiver to land such a game-changing talent? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bills. We're all in this together, dreaming of a Super Bowl run and celebrating a new era of Bills football. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news. Let's keep the fire burning and the passion alive, Bills Mafia.